Management pitfall number 4. When it comes to EFRM procurement, banks mistakenly think of TCO as being just the cost of the EFRM product. But then imagine the surprise of these banks when the TCO turns out to be 5 to 10 times that amount. Hence, management pitfall number 4 being banks not considering the true TCO as a guiding factor right up front when the procurement decision itself is made. To add to it, banks also not considering the TCO differential sensitivity. This is how much will my overall TCO increase if my load increases by 50% and by 100%. Let me demystify this for you. Banking transaction loads and usage are growing exponentially due to new payment systems, banking innovations, partner ecosystems, etc. This exponential load could also happen in a very short span of time, could happen over a few months. This is where EFRM's true TCO differential sensitivity hits the bank hard. Now, EFRM being a real-time system is highly dependent on the peak TPS. The additional transaction loads will impact the hardware, the application servers, the databases, storage, high availability, and the disaster recovery, etc. This is where product innovation comes into play. A not so smartly designed system will use conventional approaches and will not scale linearly, but will scale exponentially. The database cost will hit through the roof. The proprietary hardware cost will hit through the roof. So does every other underlying system which is contributing to the same. Since the bank has neither factored in the overall TCO sensitivity nor is holding the vendor responsible for these costs right from the procurement time, all these costs will be borne by the bank. Oftentimes, it is seen that since the vendor has related businesses of databases, middleware, analytical systems, application servers, etc., they are actually using EFRM as a ruse to make exponential future sale of all these costly related products, which could be many times the cost of the original EFRM itself. A smartly designed EFRM system, on the other hand, will be designed ground up for addressing these issues and would have optimized database use, would have optimized application server technologies, would have invested in the ability to use commodity hardware, and would have used smart architectures right from beginning to bring down this cost. The difference in TCO savings will be significant, whether be it on the cloud or in prem. So what is the mantra for banks to protect them and hold vendors accountable for this EFRM TCO surges? 1. At the time of procurement itself, declare a 3-year TPS and ask the vendors to give an all-inclusive configuration for hardware, database, application servers, everything. Include the cost of this along with the cost of the direct EFRM product, implementation and AMC to calculate your true TCO. Hold the vendor responsible to deliver this TPS for the configuration given by the vendor, and the vendor must bear the cost of any additional hardware, databases, analytical servers required for delivering the committed TPS. Additionally, ask the vendor also to provide a similar configuration for additional load increase of say 50% load and for 100% load. This will give you an idea of the TCO growth with respect to scale. Here too, vendor must be held responsible and must bear the additional cost over the committed configurations. Both these items should be factored in to arrive at your true TCO for an EFRM system, and this needs to happen right at the time of procurement so as to avoid all these future surprises. That's our item number 4.